Now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go! Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Sniper Net Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
7 C's, 3 G's. White only. So please. Hey, yeah, I've been seeing this. I posted it on my IG. Whole bunch of controversial conversation. I wasn't really tripping, man. Anybody that would prefer to be not around me, not come like derogatory, but fuck them. I decide out of mind. Let them have it. I wish we could create some communities similar. However, with the history of America and white-only signs and, we also understand the underlying implications. People try to act like, oh, this is just a neutral move like Chinatown or, yeah, we wish it were. If that were the case, why wasn't it called Little Italy or Little Amsterdam or maybe, Little Ireland, things of that nature. But let's see what they've been up to. Then I got a Tasha K clip. And I wasn't really going to react to it till I saw she did a clip because it's I know she going to make it entertaining. It wasn't nothing really interesting or entertaining to me up until this point. But with no further ado, let's see what these P-Neckerwood Cree-Knackers have been up to.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
Take notes, black people. I hear the Israelites and them be speaking about this, the Umars and all that. Let's put it in motion. Start building some communities similar. Stop waiting on something major. Y'all talk about what the black billionaires ain't doing. These don't appear to be no million or billionaires. Seems like they going with humble efforts and they just got a dedicated mind frame. And it starts to appear cultish, but hey, what y'all gonna do? Cry or get cracking?
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful. And you don't know who to trust.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
Across a little news segment the other day, and interesting enough, the whites have had enough. Okay, it's White Wine Wednesday, and they have had enough of you little. And so they've decided to take to the mountains of the Ozarks and build their own, okay? And here's a clip of a reporter out in the wilderness with his people, okay? And them acknowledging that this is, in fact, legal. And they have, it's an organization, and it's called, I forgot what it's called, but they'll tell you what it's called, and they have their own people and their own culture. Green bean casserole, let's go.
Done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture effectively was saying, this is a white.
I ain't know she was going to have the same clip I had. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Culture, a whites only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land.
Return to
and
the
they
land.
invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly...
I thought that's what he said the first time. I'm glad it's a run back. That was bold, in your face. Sarcastic, why wouldn't I? They're affiliating with Nazi references.
Bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment.
That mean a Trump moment. MAGA.
One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
Return to the Land is the name of their organization up in the Ozarks, and I just thought that was a well-fitted name, but this ain't your land. Like, if we're truly going to return anywhere, go to Europe where there's no sun. Please. It's too much sun out there for you guys. What is this?
She's stupid indoors with the big old sunglasses on saying that. Ain't y'all glad I'm out the way so we can just see the whole visual? Isn't it beautiful? Such a beautiful black queen. Don't got to do no extras. They can say what they want to say about Tasha K. But any day that African get out of line, holla at me, Tasha. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
But they want to get on us about Black Lives Matter because we had a few people that own Black Lives Matter and they bought houses and stuff in California. You know what I'm saying? But they want to say, oh, that's discriminatory. Oh, no, we shouldn't be able to do anything of that. They done got rid of the DEI programs, and here they go with this. Here they go with it. I really don't give a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my mama. If I couldn't hear you talk about it and look at the visual while you do it, I would not be reacting.
I don't care. I just want, you know what I wish for America is that they would just be honest. When you look, New York, if New York and Atlanta don't explain America, I don't know what does. You got Chinatown, you got Harlem, you got Brooklyn, you got Queens, you got Long Island, and you got different races and ethnicities of people in their communities, and it works just fine. Why is everybody trying to force stuff together? We the only ones, I'm gonna be honest, I think we the only ones that want to be equal. And I'm like, we can. But, there's certain people.
Facts. However, we should have our own isolated communities where we can be just with us. And then the portion of America that doesn't mind all being intermingled, I believe that should exist as well. But I think there should be equally represented communities where we have clusters. The same way everyone doesn't go home to the same house. You go and you lock your doors with your intimate family. And I don't find anything wrong with having intimate communities similar. When you go to campgrounds, it's a representation of the whole community, but everyone has their own private, separate campsite. You don't pitch a tent, a stranger's tent, then your cousin's tent. It's just not the way things work.
That want us to be with them, and they don't. I'm gonna do a whole nother show on this. I believe, and listen, I'll be honest with you, this is another part of an interview that got held back that I did, because I talked about segregation, and I talked about black people being segregated and how beautiful it is when I go to Africa and the islands. And now Jamaica's been ruined by China. You thinking you buying a seashell that came off of the Jamaican beach, all the seashells say made in China, and they all look the same. The Jamaican flag say made in China, but with the flagrancy. Like, I don't know why y'all listen. And don't get me wrong, I love every race. I love white people, I love Asian people, but don't nobody want to live with together. We like living with our own. What is wrong with that? Let them be out there and not bathe for days, please. But I think if they're going to truly be behind returning the land, then they got to go to Europe. They got to go to the UK. And let's just give Mexico back their land.
We'd be shocked we do that. Ice will have to melt. It'll be a whole nother situation. Oh, my mama. They taking it anyway.
If we just being technical. I can really get into it now. I ain't gonna try to do it today. I'm just telling you, I'm happy for them, and I don't think this needs to be publicized. Just stay up out of our neighborhoods. Stay up out of our schools and days like that. Don't be trying to burn our stuff down when we get it going and we get it thick.
Especially when Dr. Umar get that school cracking. We don't want to see y'all trying to mess up the FDMG school. We got you, Umar.
Moving on.
It's just that when I smoke, I think. And I'm always smoking. What if I was born white instead of black? Would Caucasians still talk shit behind my back? Would I jack, pack a pistol, or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy, or walk laps around the track? How would I act if one time cut me extra slack? Would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder, what type of roof would I live under? My moms and pops together or my family asunder? Most likely, be close to the ones that's most like me. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble, but still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth. But what if, what if?
Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Craig.
When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my
continue.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
You are now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!
Them folks over at YouTube think you'll love that video right there on your screen. And not just whites only, everybody. So go on and hit that for me.